Hi, Abigail Klutz here, Kansas City, Kansas, take two. We tried this video once before. Live videos scare me to death, but I know that they're popular and cool. They are not cool for a mom trying to do it when your dog runs off and your kids are freaking out. So anyway, we're gonna start this again today. I wanted to come and talk about something that's been very profound in my life, and that's starting my day with fats, okay? It's a special day today, and before I get into just even saying a product, what I want to say is I am a Prove It affiliate. Our products, they're not FDA approved, and success varies based on the person taking them, okay? But today is the release of Keto Cream. And many of us have been waiting very impatiently for this day to come. We are absolutely addicted to this keto cream. And it's honestly no snake oil, but the paradigm behind starting your day with keto cream is astounding to me, and it's something that I want to share with you. I do have notes and a whiteboard up because let me tell you, Abigail Klutz should not be saying some of these scientific words I've learned over this past year, so I do have them written down, and I want to recall on a little bit of research and information that I heard specifically from Dr. Ryan Lowry at the Tampa event Keto Academy, which is coming back up June 24th and 25th. If you want to learn anything about ketones or the high fat world paradigm, it's all the top experts there. You don't want to miss it. And the other thing that has influenced my decision to start my days with fats is just getting to work with Charles Poliquin. He loves the ketones. He uses it. He recommends them. I got to sit in on a renowned workshop he does. It was called Bioprint in Phoenix. And he has always preached and held to what's called kind of the meats and nuts breakfast. And it's really to help start your day with increasing insulin sensitivity, regulating blood sugar, and helping your neurotransmitter activities through starting with fats and protein, okay? So I'm gonna recall on a lot of information from Dr. Ryan Lowry that I heard at the Keto Academy. One of the things that he said that just really hit me was, you know, telling a overweight person to eat less and work out more is like telling a depressed person to have a nice day. And what are overweight people told all the time when they go to the doctor or they go to a trainer or they go somewhere for help? They're told that they need to cut their calories and they need to start exercising. But one of the reasons why we've seen so much success with Keto OS is because it's that initial help in regulating hormones and appetite, satiety. That's a property of ketones. And so, and especially using these fats in the morning, it's gonna help with satiety. And satiety is where we need to start for people who are struggling with body fat. You give them a diet and you say, follow it. Like they're coming from a lot of hormone issues, and that's not going to help fix that. But we do know fats really help with hormone issues. And so starting the day off with something such as keto cream is going to be very helpful for someone. There was a research study that we learned about, and it was called the Molly Gray's. It was at the Molly Gray's lab in the University of Alabama in 2010. And they basically took two groups. One group, they started their days out with fats, a higher fat meal. And it didn't mean that they took out the carbs. They just started the day with fat. The second group, they started the day with carbs. What they found over 25 weeks was that the higher fat people starting, they lost more body fat and they developed more lean mass. They had more energy, and they showed what was called to have more metabolic flexibility. That's being adaptable to handle the challenges of really processing your food, breaking down your carbs and fats. The people who started their day with carbs had more problems with insulin sensitivity. They didn't have as much fat loss, and they had more issues being able to not store fat, essentially. And so one of the things that affects that and that we learned about on a molecular level is a thing called CPT1. And basically, when you ingest carbs, you increase your insulin to glucagon ratio, and you increase something called melancholia A. Okay, I probably said that wrong, but that's okay. Ryan Lowry can say it sometime for you. But on the other side, when you ingest something like fats, you need something known as CPT1. And the way he explained this really makes a lot of sense to me. The CPT1 kind of acts as, it's a shuttle. It helps with transporting. So it transports fats into the mitochondria to be broken down. All right, if you start your day increasing your CPT1, then you're basically wiring your metabolism to be able to break down fats and transport them into increasing energy. So using fats for fuel. If you start your day with carbs, it's like you lock that shuttle up and you lock up that mechanism to be able to break down fats. So even if you're living in a dual fuel type of state, you still need to start your day with producing that CPT1. Another thing that fats do in the morning is they increase what's known as adiponectin. And that's a hormone that keeps us, as it increases, you can become more insulin sensitive, which is the goal, okay? So you have these things happening when you start your day with fats on a molecular level. What you're doing is you're wiring yourself to be more metabolically flexible. And as many of you know, I eat carbs. I start my day with fats. And now I'm thinking about all the science behind it and what's happening to my body. And I think it's why I've been able to be more lean in my life than I've ever been without counting macros in a competition type setting. So I think it's what's happening is on the scientific level, I am programming my metabolism to be able to face challenges and to be able to break down and transmit foods better, the fats and the carbs, by simply starting with a fat meal. Okay, so the typical American diet, what are people doing? Silly, stupid little detoxes with fruit, which just increases your insulin sensitivity. I mean, not increases your insulin sensitivity, increases your insulin, okay? And it absolutely diminishes all the molecular things going on that we just talked about. Or you have, you stop at Starbucks or McDonald's and you get one of those sandwiches. You're putting the carbs with the fat, you're locking up that CPT1, so you're negating the purposes of starting your day wiring your metabolism with fats, okay? So this is why I think the keto cream is amazing, okay? So yeah, we're coming back to it. I wish I had a package to show you right now, but I'm out and it's 12:43 and we launched a 3-box special a little bit ago, so I'm going to be getting right back onto order here in just a second. But let's pretend that this cinnamon is a keto cream, okay? I simply pour it in my coffee and I blend it up. And what it has in it, let's go over the properties of it. MCT oil, okay, that's a medium chain fat that is sent directly to the liver. It has a thermogenic effect to positively alter your metabolism. It's great for health and gut biome, and it combats bad gut bacteria such as fungi, parasites, things such as that. The second property that it has in it is coconut shortening, and that has a lauric acid. That's an antibacterial property, and it comes with antioxidants along with potential good improvements on killing harmful pathogens. That's lauric acid's properties. And then the final one is Ceylon cinnamon, okay? And studies have shown that that helps in reducing blood sugar, improving triglycerides, along with anti-inflammatory properties, and it has a good impact on cholesterol control. So this is why this would be something that Charles Poliquin recommends to his people in the morning, because all those components just listed that come in keto cream are helping with insulin sensitivity, blood sugar regulation, and neurotransmitter activity. So it fits right along with the meat and nut breakfast. Okay, so after that, I'm gonna keep going with this fat wiring metabolism. You could just have that keto cream in your coffee that first meal and wait about an hour and a half or two and let that CTP1 get going to help shuttle things into the right places the rest of the day. But let's say you're done drinking your keto cream and your coffee. Next up is, and this is the line of products that I'm using, is going to be the Keto OS, okay? Let's get this straight. Keto cream does not have exogenous ketones in it, okay? It has all the properties and components that I just mentioned, okay? So Keto OS, this is where you have your exogenous ketones. So after I drink the keto cream, I've got those good fats in me to start the day, all that molecular activity going that we could hardly say, but we shared. All right, now we're putting in the Keto OS. This is where the power is, okay? The keto cream doesn't replace the ketones, okay? It helps with the production of your own body coming out of a fasted state, being able to make ketones endogenously, but it is not exogenously, which is what Keto OS is. This is where your power is, okay? I like to use the 2.1 version in the morning because I'm still working on that fat metabolized wiring system going on in my body. And then I'm going to start introducing carbs in the rest of the day, and I'm going to be able to break them down more efficiently and be more metabolically flexible. Okay, so I'm using the 2.1 because it also has MCT oils in it. So I got 15 grams of good fats, the coconut shortening and the MCT oil to start my day. And then I'm putting in the Keto OS, which is going to have 7 grams also of added MCT oil that is helping accelerate the ketones into the bloodstream. Okay, those ketones, they're going to provide that satiating effect, help regulate hormones, give you energy, mental clarity. This is why I can get 8 hours of work done in my first 4 hours of the day by simply fueling my body for maximum potential. And then at lunch, you can either go work out and see how you like it. See how you like working out. Just going in from a fat fast kind of depends on, I'm playing with it still. If I have a big heavy hitting day, sometimes I just need another meal in, and I will start my carbs at that point. But if it's not, I go into a workout with a fat fast. You got to see what's best for you. But at that point, I've already kind of wired the metabolism with the fats, and I've got the ketones flowing in my body. And so now you can have your first meal. Remember when we talked about that study group, about the people, 46% of people skip breakfast. The people that suffer from skipping breakfast the most are actually overweight people. A lot of lean people who skip breakfast, they don't overcompensate later on during the day. But people who are overweight tend to overcompensate during the day. At lunch and dinner, they even have shown in studies to intake more sugar. So once again, guys, that's going back to hormones, craving control. So to not tell people to have fats in the morning and have that satiety is really going to sabotage them when they're trying to get their diet under control. So start with fats, just get your metabolism wired, and then if you want to be a dual fuel hybrid like I am, then you start putting in carbs, surround them around your workout, just think about earning them, and then go on, with your rest of the day in a normal state. So I do use 30 minutes before my workout, the 3.0. This is vanilla chocolate swirl, and it does not have the MCT oil in it. Okay, so I get a quick, good spike, increased energy. It also has pre and probiotics in it to help with gut health, and gut biome health is everything. So I hope this helped you kind of differentiate. We got the keto cream, you have the 2.1 with the fats in it, you have the 3.0, which I prefer in the afternoon. because when I start adding in carbs, now I'm taking down my fats. So I've wired my metabolism to just be rocking with fats in the morning, and then I start pulling those fats back. It's another reason why I use the 3.0 in the afternoon, because it has 0 grams of fat in it. So it goes perfect with what I'm doing on the hybrid system as I'm kind of starting to load back in carbs in the afternoon to be able to still get ketones in me, but hold out those fats, okay? So for all of you that are saying, I don't do ketones, I don't do a ketogenic diet, like, just go to drinkyoursample.com and just watch 5 minutes and understand that that's not the conversation that we're having, and you need to be educated on it. So hope this video helps y'all. Keto Cream launched 50 minutes ago. I'll put my link on there. Some people will share this. They can put their link on there. You can put your email address. You can get access to like keto ice cream, keto recipes. It's awesome stuff, and I hope this video helped you today. Have a good one.